game. They'll go for... If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to throw, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. He breaks a tackle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. So, guys, where were you when Auburn and Texas A&M were going back and forth in that 4-overtime marathon last year?
I was glued to my TV set. Are you kidding me? That's one of the most memorable games, not just in the SEC, but in all in college football. 4 overtimes? David, if we can get half of what that game was last year, man, we are in for a fun one today.
And Jordan Hare was rocking. Auburn had so many close losses. It was finally that moment where they kind of put it together, got out to a great start, held on late, and made the plays late in the game. What a phenomenal game a year ago.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Reed. Rushes on him. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the move, it's Cobb. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On the option. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Back to throw, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Craver. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking for space, it's Moss. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting 3rd down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a 3-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Aggies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Grab near the marker is Cobb. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. The Tigers get enough to move the chains.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on third down. If he doesn't get it, fourth down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want to go for it.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Complete downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly complete. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And then this.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's caught downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
On the ground, it's Moss. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Reed. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Fourth down, and a field goal is not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. Trying to get it to the marker. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. They go for it on 4th down. You get it. You're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get north, and score a touchdown.
He wants to throw it. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Wide receiver comes in motion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Fit it in the window for the score. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with this target.
He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Catch in the middle, it's Craven. There he goes. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Auburn lines up quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Makes the catch. It's Cobb. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just made... play and turning in the interception. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Falk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every single year. They've always got those guys that are fast, that are athletic, that can run, and they build their defense around them, and this is a guy that they'll do it again this year, and that's why Auburn's...
He's loose. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the right. It's complete. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
They'll try the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. He'll throw on third down. Keeps looking downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Shows him the stiff arm. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Robinson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. When you absolutely have to have a play, use that big body slant to move the chains on fourth down.
Yeah, fourth and short. I mean, you got to know the ball's coming out quick as a defense, but wins really quickly inside with the slant, catches the football, and picks up even more yards after the catch. Nice timing by this offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they turn it into a defensive score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got room to work. Fights up, turning on the Jets. It's a seam wide open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Concepcion. Wide open spaces. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Hines is tight end. Hard running there. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Auburn lines up quickly.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Good timing on the quick out. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice execution by this defense. And this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Plows through the defense. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Alston. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Lots of running room at the 30. He's at the 10, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.